my mom goes, I want to meet him. I want to meet William Shatner. I go, All right, so Shatner, real quick. All right, I'll make this fast. So first encounter was we're doing the what's it called? We're doing Big Time Rush, and we're on the Star Trek stage at Paramount, right?
How cool.
I am so excited. I'm a big Star Trek fan. And I look out the door of our soundstage, and there is William Shatner, and he's with Dr. Phil, and he's just sitting on the back of a golf cart.
Yeah.
And I know Phil a little bit, from being around. So I'm like, I'm gonna go over and say, what's up, So I walk over in front of my whole cast. I walk over, I go, hey, what's up, Phil? I go, hey, Mr. Shatner, I'm such a huge fan. And it's such an honor we get to shoot on your sound stage. Would it be okay if I got a picture? And he went, no, meeting me's enough.
Oh my God.
Meeting me is enough.
Yeah.
Classic Shatner.
Yeah. Right.
How did you respond?
I just was like, and then Phil was like, I think you should go. I think you're done.
So
I think you're done here.
Encounter number one.
Counter number one. And then everyone from my cast heard him say that. So anytime I'd be like, let's get a picture, they'd be like, meeting us is enough. The worst. Okay. Number two story. I go to this charity event, right? And who's there? Who's there hosting the charity event? William Shatner.
And it's like an Arabian, like he's into horses. Right?
Yeah, it was about horses. Yeah, exactly. And my mom is with me. I brought my mom, so she's a big fan. And so we finished the event, right? And Shatner did such a great job. And he's sitting outside in his car's running, and he's just texting in the front seat. Car's running, he's texting, window down, okay? My mom goes, I want to meet him. I want to meet William Shatner. I go, yeah. She goes, oh, come on, it'll be so much fun. I go, I go, all right, Mom, going over. So she walks over and she goes, Mr. Shatner, I just want you to. My mom is the nicest person on the planet, by the way. She walks over, Mr. Shatner, I just wanted to let you know I think it's so wonderful what you're doing with this event and supporting the equestrian community. And I just think that your choices that you've been. And he goes, takes his foot off the brake and rolls away.
No. That is amazing.
Two.
I mean,
my mom turns to me. She goes, do not ever tell that story. I go, I'm telling everyone that story. Are you kidding me?
As far as dick moves go, man, that's impressive.
That's an impressive move.
Yeah.
That's like I can't talk to you. I have to go wait over there.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah.
He didn't even drive that far. He just rolled like 10 feet out of her way. So that was kind of, those were the two stories for years. And I was like, man, screw this guy. I'm out. Right. And then I get a phone call from this company, Legion M. And they're like, hey, we're doing this big documentary with William Shatner. And he's getting his handprints put in the cement at the TCL Chinese Theater.
Right.
Would you consider hosting it? Wow. I was like, did you ask him? They go, no. I go, perfect. I'm in. Oh, I'm so in, right? So I get up. It's CNN is there filming. This is all live. I get up and I go, ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited to be celebrating William Shatner today. Everyone applause. I go, or as I call him, Bill, because he's my best friend.
Oh, my God.
Bill and I are best friends. Oh. And William Shatner goes, what? Like, just turns red, right? I go, aren't we, Bill? Aren't we the best of friends? And he's like, he's steaming there, right?
God.
And I go, we have so much in common, him and I. We have so much in common. He has 5 Emmy Awards, and I have half a Kid's Choice Award. So very similar. We're very similar. And I just start kind of saying nice things about him, but then kind of crapping on myself, right?
Right. You're being self-deprecating.
I'm being self-deprecating, and it's slay. And he's kind of lightening up to me a little bit, right? And then I go, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first presenter, the only guy to to make it through a knife fight with Gene Shalit. Give it up for Leonard Maltin, right? So everybody that I'm bringing up, I'm like, I've got jokes, you know. I'm just bang, 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 bang. And it by the time it's over, we've made some sort of connection. I don't know if it's
You're
good.
not friends.
Well,
But we're not friends, but we've got something.
He's
right?
tolerated the follow-through, and he realized because the crowd is responding favorably
Oh, I'm
to you.
killing.
Right.
So yeah, he can't hate on me if I'm
Right.
killing.
At
you
least,
know?
at least publicly.
Publicly,
Yeah.
yeah. So we finish this thing, and he's sitting alone by himself, and he sees me, and he goes, "Hey, you, get over here." And I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I go over, and he goes, "Grab a seat." And I'm sitting across from him at a table in this empty restaurant. He's having breakfast, and he goes, "Funny." I go, "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks." He goes, "Where are you from?" I go, "My whole family's from Côte Saint Luc in Montreal." He goes, "That's where I'm from." I go, "Oh, I know." I go, "My family's been talking about you since I was born. You know, like you've been the thing that everyone, you know." I go, "I think you actually slept with my aunt, to be my great aunt. I'm pretty sure you may have slept with her back in the 60s. He's like, "Really?" I go, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know, oh, maybe not, but she says that you did. God, you know, I mean, they love you up in Canada, you know." And he's like, So what about your? He goes, "What about you? Where's your mom? Where's she at? Where's she live?" I go, "Oh, she's here in San Diego." He goes, "Oh, that's nice. What about your dad?" I go, "I have no idea. I don't know where my dad is." He goes, "You don't know where your dad is?" I go, "Oh yeah, we haven't spoken in like 15 years. My father and I are on the outs, right?" And he goes, "Oh, that's too bad." I go, "Yeah, you know, growing up, my father was obsessed with Star Trek. Like he watched your series all the time. Like it was the only thing that he watched, and I couldn't watch it for the last 30 years. I never watched Star Trek because he loved it so much.
Bad
and
memories.
then during the pandemic, I decided to watch the whole thing, and I watched every single episode. And my God, I was like, Shatner, you killed it. You're amazing. No wonder Canada loves you so much. I mean, you're a beast. You're amazing on the show." And he goes, "So your dad's a fan?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you know what this means? You got to me first." I go, "Yeah, I guess I did." He goes, "You know what that means?" I go, "What?" He goes, "It means if I'm ever sitting on an airplane and a guy sits down next to me and he goes, 'I'm Steven Glickman's father,' I can turn to him and go, 'Oh yeah, I heard about you. You're a piece of..."
Is that not awesome?
And I go, "Wow." And he goes, "Well, I'm sure your mom's proud of you." Pats me on the shoulder, gets up and goes, "I got to go talk to some Make-A-Wish kids." And then walked off.
Dude, I mean,
It was the best full circle.
that could be a movie.
It was so intense.
That's like
yeah.
Pop culture Lord of the Rings. It's a story in 3 parts that ends with a heroic win. It's just unbelievable.
It's a crazy thing.
And that he would think to say that.
I mean, to tell me that I made it to him first was like, what? It kind of knocked me off my chair a little bit. It was pretty intense.